saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Fields now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. They'll run forward Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Hurts will throw. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears have retaken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Prime time, baby.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead is now 2.
Bears 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Play action. It's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Off play action, Fields. Steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Sanders again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he is out of bounds here on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete to Mooney. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Well, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when...
And he works free. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fields on 1st down. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown Bears. Marquise Goodwin, 41 yards. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On play action, Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get in, although there is a flag down. But if it's offsides, this is going to stand. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He'll look to throw.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Back to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Once again, up come the Bears, and they're going for 2.
Fields throwing again. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.